welcome to our video, Building Better Days. We are at Key Session Park and
in San Diego.
San Diego, California.
California.
Okay, so I'm moving too much. all right. We start with. So I brought some snacks.
Oh yeah, so
I forgot.
our
Spoons.
first.
You know? So if you guys get spoons for me, please.
So we are making this video here today because this is where we made our first video for Building Better Days. And when we made the video, we talked about how we became friends, how we met, and how to make friends in a new place. So we are here today making this video to talk about, obviously we became friends by chance, but we stayed friends for a reason. So we want to talk about why we're friends and, in our opinion, what makes a good friend. So
Yeah. Ho-ho.
tell them good things about me.
We'll try, sis. So I feel like I'm a very hard person
Hard?
to stay with. Like, I have a really strong personality that I don't think everybody can handle it. And like sometimes I know it gets very, very like bad, but luckily I have my friend Morgan here that is a really good friend. She supports me all the time, the good and the bad times, you know, like we do a lot of fun things together. We do everything that makes us feel good. I know what makes her feel good when she's not okay, and she knows what makes me feel good when I'm not okay. So we just like work on this together,
Yeah.
and we have fun with it.
Uh-huh.
And we just adventure a lot, which is something that we both love to do. We both love go hiking. It's something that we love, like go explore and travel and have fun and like meet new people, like know about new culture and traditions. It's something that we do love. Like we always have fun sharing fun fact about Italy and fun fact about America, like the differences between Italy and America, and between like the East and the West Coast is something that we do love to compare, and like we just laugh about it. Like I always go to her house and I always ask permission to do everything, and she always makes fun of me because like, why after like 5 months that I know you, you're asking me permission to use my bathroom, you know? Like I just get inside your bathroom without asking any kind of permission. So
I literally just go in her house and pee with the door open, like,
Yeah.
and make direct eye contact with her. And she's over here like, may I use your bathroom?
yeah, I'm
like-
you know, still like on that because it's part of me. It's like how I grew. It's not wrong. It's just different that we like to like share it together, and it's fun, you know, like it's so cool being different and learn about each other. And I think we both fit very well on that. We both like give each other what we need, and I feel like I always had good friends. I've always been lucky with friends. But Morgan, definitely, it's something that I needed in my experience here in San Diego. I feel like if she wasn't here in San Diego, my experience wouldn't be bad, but would just be very, very different. Like, I don't know if I was gonna be able to hike all the hikes that I did without her texting me. Hey, let's hike on Saturday. Let's hike on Sunday. Let's do this road trip. Let's do this. You know, like, I love to do what we do, but I also like she pushed me in a lot of things that I was not expecting to do if I was here by myself or, you know, without like her being here. So she totally makes a difference in my life right now, in my experience right now. Like if I talk about my experience in San Diego, the first thing that comes in my mind is her, like my friendship with her, what we did together. Everything that I've done here, pretty much, it's half of it with Morgan, you know, like everything we did it together, pretty much. Everything that I've done, travel that I've done, places that I visited, like everything. I grocery a lot of times more with her than me myself, you know, like we just do a lot.
We do a lot of things together. Oh, that was really cute.
I know, sometimes I know how to be cute very good.
So I've also been thinking of, so the reason that we I initially made this video is because I was talking to one of my other friends, and I was just talking about how I always have so much fun with Miriam, and then I kind of went off on like a mini rampage about how much she means to me, and then I was talking to her, I was like, yo sis, we should make a video about like why we're still friends, like what makes our connection so strong. And then she was like, oh yeah sis, pop off,
Let's do it.
So yeah, here we are. But when I was talking about her, I just started to think about like all the moments that I've had with her where something upset me or something triggered me in some way, and it could have been a really, really hard time, and it wasn't because she was there. And she makes things like, yeah, like there are things in life that happen to you that suck so bad, but having a friend there always just makes it so much easier, and always just makes me feel so much more connected and so much more purposeful that she's here. And I just feel really lucky to have met her. And like, I don't know, no matter like what we do, it's just, I know it's always gonna be a good time. Like, we went to Target once, and it was like one of the funniest Target trips of my life. Like, just these like small things. She just like, it doesn't matter what we're doing. It's just gonna, like, for example, we went to the desert last weekend, and like most people, I would think like, okay, we're gonna go to the desert, take a couple pictures and leave. But like, I went with Miriam, and she's like, no, I brought a blanket. And like, she brings this big ass blanket, and we all just sit around and like make funny videos and talk and tell stories, and we like take a bunch of pictures too. Yeah, that definitely did happen. But like, it was just like, she knows how to create something out of nothing, or what seems like it could be nothing. Like, she creates things, and like, she has a strong personality, but like in the best way possible, where she just, I think there's this like part of me that like wants to be like adventurous and spontaneous and outgoing, and it's always been scared to do those things. And I started to do those things on my own when I started to move places by myself. And then I met Miriam, and it was like, I don't know, looking at that part of me that have been uncovering just like in a person. And it was like, she just exaggerated everything that I wanted for myself. Like all these parts of me that wanted to do like wild, spontaneous things, and wanted to go on these adventures, and wanted to travel. Like, these are things I've been wanting to do, and just Miriam shows up at the perfect time in my life, like almost like it was like my destiny.
It was just beautiful,
yeah.
Asking her everything that I wanted to do, and hear from her, yeah, sure, let's do it, or yeah, yes, I'm down. Like, she was never like, no, I need to wait, I have plans for this week or this month, I have stuff to do. Like, she was never reminding for me. She was always trying to give me an answer right away and say, yes, I want to do that with you, I can't wait to do that with you. And we were doing it right away. Everything that we were planning to do, we were making it happen. And that's something that I love, because it's something that I had not a hard time to find here in America, but it was just like not the same thing. Like, I had great relation, but it was just different. Like, it would take more time, you know, like everything with her is instant, you know, like everything that I think, it's instant. Like,
yeah.
And it's just the way how both we are comfortable to each other. Like, sometimes I just don't want to talk, you know, like we're just sitting somewhere, we're just like driving, and I just feel like don't want to talk to anybody, even with her. Sometimes it's just like, I don't want to talk.
Yeah.
And I'm comfortable with her being silent, you know, like, yeah. I don't feel awkward. Like, I don't feel like it's something weird happening between us. I know that she knows that I don't want to talk, so she doesn't talk, and we just don't talk.
Yeah, like, we just sit comfortably in silence. And that was something when I was like ranting to my friend about her. We were talking about, because this friend was with us when we were at the sand dunes, and I was talking about how there was a moment for at least 30 minutes where
we were
no
watching
one
sunset,
talked.
Not
a single word. We all just were watching the sun. Like, we literally watched the whole sun go down, and like afterward we were all like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like, we all
that
felt
was
like,
cool. Like,
yeah, we were like
being
in a
silent
state.
together, that was cool. So I think like a very important part of a friendship, it's also being comfortable of not talking. Like, having your time to not talk and just like listen to each other without talking, you know?
Yeah.
Like, when we were sitting there and watching the sunset, I swear I was feeling so much energy and was feeling so good and so relaxed. Just watching the sunset, and I was feeling that they were feeling the same thing.
Yeah.
They were not like, oh, why we're not talking, this is awkward. No, we were like there. We were all present in the moment, listening to each other and watching the sunset, and that was just the best time, you know, one of my favorite time of the day, you know, like we had so much fun out of that.
And I remember, you know, that's a good point too. I remember on Valentine's Day, this was a while ago, but on Valentine's Day, Miriam and I were both like, oh man, we're single, what are we gonna do today? And we were like, let's have a Valentine's Day. And I remember Miriam showed up to my house with like a big Valentine's Day balloon dressed in complete like red. And I like walked out too. And I had stuff for her too. Like I had chocolates for her and I was completely dressed in red. And we were like,
yeah,
like looking at each other. And then,
so like we both had the same thought. Like we
we're
both
just on the same page.
woke up that day that we wanted to have a great day. And we did. We had an amazing day. We went to the beach. We skateboard. We had good lunch. I tried for the first time
sweet potato fries.
Sweet potato fries, and I was like, oh, they're so good. I never tried them. Thank you for. So like, a lot of things that I never tried, I tried them with her for the first time. You know?
And like I remember that day we were on the beach, and I remember we were just talking about, because I was just feeling anxious about a lot of things in my life. And I remember that day Miriam was like saying how she's very present, but she feels like she needs to implement a little bit more like slight stress about the future to plan things, and she felt like she was getting that from me. And I was saying how I felt like I needed to be more present because I was always so hyper focused on the future, and she was giving that to me in that moment where I was like, I need to be here and now. And she was like, sis, we are. Like, look at the sunset, like feel the air, smell the ocean, like listen to the waves. Like I feel like we just balance each other out so well, and we're just so good at attuning to each other's needs in those moments. And like we've just learned so much about each other to the point where like I don't know. We've never been in like a fight. Like
we never had a fight. We had disagreement, but never had a fight.
They were just so civil. Like,
and something that I love, that I would like always loved about her, it's how she reacts to my no moment. Like when I'm having a no moment, I hate myself inside me that I'm having a no moment.
What's a no moment?
But no moment. Oh, probably it's just in Italy.
What's a no
so
moment?
Like it's like when you're having a hard time, like you're probably like not mad, but you're just not having a good time, not having a good
you're
day.
Like grumpy?
Yeah. So like she's not reacting at the same way. She's not like, oh, why are you grumpy? Like why you're like this? Like come on. No, she's like giving me my time to like to calm, to make myself to calm, and like she doesn't overreact. If I overreact, she knows how to make me feel better and like how to don't make the things worse if I'm not feeling good. Like if I'm upset because I'm losing my keys, you know, like I'm probably like, oh, where's my keys? I can't call my host family and tell them that I don't have the key. She's not like, oh, whatever, it's just the keys, you know, because she knows that would be more upset. So she looked the keys with me. Like she does things. It's just like how I wish like people that know me from years to like react to my. I call them no moment, guys. Start to call them no moment.
No moments.
No moments, because they're not good moments. So they're no moments, you know.
I think that's a good point too. That like I've known Miriam for my time here, which has been like,
and it feels like she
months.
knows me.
Yeah,
totally.
She knows me better than some people that have known me for like the majority of my life. Like she can attune to me better than a lot of people can. Yeah. And that's special. And when you find that in someone, and when you take the time to really see someone, like Miriam really sees me. She doesn't just see like, I feel like I give off this exterior like I'm happy and bubbly all the time, but like I have really dark moments and like she knows that. She's seen them, and like she's just been there. Like I remember like one time we were literally in line for the bar and I started sobbing. Like she could tell I was anxious and it was just building, and I just started sobbing, and Miriam hugged me and whispered in my ear, "You are safe." And I was like, if there was anything I needed in that moment, it was exactly that. So like she just knows. She took the time to actually see me.
We
and
just
know me and
know each other, what we want to hear and what can make us feel better in that moment where we're not feeling good, you know, like, and it's not something easy. So like having this connection, it doesn't happen always, you know, like it's something I think rare than when, because a lot of friends are friends, but they don't really have that connection that makes them understanding everything, you know, like to each other.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why we're still friends, and we'll be friends forever and ever
and ever and ever and ever.
Thank you for watching and following our friendship and our journey. And the next time we have another great life talk, we'll be right back here, because this is our OG spot.
It's time for some rap.
It's time.
Bye.